Hello, everyone. I am Melissa, and it's time for another message from Melissa. And this month, I wanted to talk about this idea of what you aren't changing, you're choosing. It's funny because it's an expression that I had never thought of before, never heard that I knew of before. It wasn't something that was really in my life or that people were saying. But all of a sudden, a few years ago, I started to think about it in the context of making a change. So I don't really know where it came from, but it just sort of popped out of nowhere at the right time for me. And since that point, I haven't let it go. It's something I think about a lot because there are times in your business or in your life when you know that there's something that's not really working, it's not really serving you. And what happens when that happens for you? Do you sit with it and stay in that space, knowing it's not really serving you, but not really sure what the next step is, or being uncomfortable or afraid to take the next step? Or do you actively go about making some sort of a change to start shifting how things are working out in your life? And this is something that I've been thinking about a lot because I believe in taking ownership in what you're doing and knowing that if you're sitting around and complaining about something and you're not happy about it, but you're not doing anything about it, you're actually choosing it. For me, thinking about it in that way makes it far more active to stay stuck. And I don't like that. I don't happen to like that about myself when I do it. So it tends to inspire me to move toward the change, or to move toward trying to make something better, or at least different, and shake things up a little bit. So what you aren't changing, you're choosing is something that's been a really motivating factor for me, especially over these last few years. But I'm curious if that's something that you think about at all. Have you heard that expression? Is that something you believe in? Are you making changes, or are you staying with what you have? I'd love to hear from you and know more about what your experience has been with all this. So feel free to share that with me. And in the meantime, I hope it gives you something to think about this month as you perhaps have new decisions ahead of you. Good luck and happy marketing.